Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter, David Aldridge, on the sidelines. That's tipped to the paint. And it's Barnes sliding it down.
And Fox is a solid passer, knows how to get the ball to his guys when they're ready to let it go.
You know, Greg, with a combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all five guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
And it's Barnes with the ball for the Spurs. Wembanyama, no good. Here's Embiid. Rebounded by the Spurs. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. Coach said he knows the obstacles of playing against Paul George. He told me, you know he's going to have his fingerprints all over this game on offense and defense. Our goal will be to minimize how often we let him disrupt our game plan. We'll see how long they can keep George out of the picture. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Maxey. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
A floater. Here's Wembanyama.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
To the middle. Here's Embiid. That shot off the mark. Good defense by Wembanyama. Outside, Fox. Vassell outside. Spurs passing it around. And that one's good. Barnes.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And Maxey's guys encourage him to attack whenever he can because his first step is so explosive.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power, hammering down the two-hand slam. And there it is for him.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Barnes outside. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Barnes has got 8.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And holding nothing back there. George gives the dunk his all.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep. And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I could see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Maxey in the corner. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And don't sleep on Maxey's vertical. He's great at using it to hammer those down.
And so Fox will bring it up for San Antonio, leading by 5. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. You got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. And George drops them both. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Six seconds left to play here in the first. It's Vassell on the wing. 5 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And it's blocked by Embiid.
He's so agile at 7 feet. Embiid covers a lot of territory.
The 76ers trail by 6. Inside. Pass to McCain. Outside, Maxey. Here's the floater. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio.
The 76ers, 13.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Outside, Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. From outside, off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to McCain. The tray. Good work defensively by Fox. San Antonio leading by 4. Here's Vassell. Wembanyama down low. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Hassel misses. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Pass to George. The rebound by the Spurs.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier, but I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
Maxey, no good. Spurs leading by 6. And it goes down 2 points. Fox has got 4 points this quarter.
Nice work inside from the smaller Fox. So cunning and crafty around the rim.
Here's McCain. Another miss by Philadelphia. Vassell outside. Outside for Wembanyama. Back to Vassell. Wembanyama outside. 4 on the shot clock. His first shot coming late. Outside, Fox. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
On defense, Philadelphia. 8-point game. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
And finished off by Oubre.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy's determined to finish.
Vassell outside. There's a screen. Back to Fox. Into the lane. And it's Fox with the jam.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
1:52 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Maxey. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Tyrese Maxey has stepped up into a starring role with the 76ers. He says these guys have the ultimate confidence in me, all the way from the organization down to the players. So I can just go out there and be aggressive, play my game, even through mistakes. It's all part of extraordinary growth for the guard. Kevin?
DA thanks. He is rewarding their faith. And I love his statement on growth. He's always looking to expand. And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery, Stan, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy. The guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around, multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time.
Here's Fox. 10 points for him. Poked away. Stolen by Gordon. To the inside. Not going to go that time. Nice defense by Vassell. Nobody near Barnes. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Barnes has got 10 points in the game.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
And yes, it's good.
I love seeing George be so assertive down low. Certainly doesn't lack confidence. An accomplished scorer.
.16 seconds left in the first half. Vassell right side. Clock at 6. There's the screen. Takes it inside. Here's Biyombo. Lays it up off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 8.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We come back right after this. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. The 76ers trail by 8. In the corner, it's Gordon. Pass to Drummond. And he uses the glass on the layup. Drummond's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the 76ers. Here's Paul. Sochan with the ball. Now, here's Biyombo. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. And stolen by Drummond. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way.
Seems like Lowry always knows where his teammates are.
The 76ers shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. That's good from Walker. Stan, the last few decades, we've seen the three become more and more necessary for offenses. Wondering if you think that's a good thing.
Well, it is, and teams not only understand the value of making a lot of three-point shots, but the threat of the three spreads out defenses and actually makes it easier for you to get shots at the rim. So the three is absolutely necessary to be a great offensive team in this league.
Quickly, is the arc too close? Should they move it, maneuver that a little bit?
Well, the skill level is really, really high. I like the suggestion of keeping the arc the same all the way around, which would eliminate the corner three.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
And then Biyombo with the dunk.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Gordon. San Antonio with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And that one's good. Drummond.
Well, if Drummond's going to score, the paint is where it's going to happen.
Paul outside. Fires for three. And now Philadelphia on the break. And that one's good. Council's got the lead up to 1 now for Philadelphia. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Kicks it out to Paul. A pass to Fox. Wembanyama outside. Shot clock at 6. Launches a three. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Now the 76ers with it. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. San Antonio trailing here. And really, Stan, Victor Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those paradigm-shifting players. Don't you agree?
Oh, no doubt, Kevin. First of all, there are not going to be very many 7'4 guys come along and then come with the skills that he has on a court, the length, his mobility, how fluid he is. It's unprecedented.
Smart play there. I don't think we give Wemby's IQ for the game enough love, but he was a pro in France at a young age, and that obviously gave him a lot of experience.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
In close, Embiid gets it to fall.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Back to Barnes. A pass to Fox. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Fox has got 12 in the game.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Chalk up 2 there.
And Maxey plays with so much energy. That time he wills that one in off the contact.
Barnes looking around to the inside. Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Johnson outside. Ball outside. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Maxey. 16 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. They set the pick. Outside for George. To the middle. Embiid powers it down.
Take it up strong, big fella.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. It's stolen by Wembanyama. That shot, no good. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. 76ers lead.
76ers, 42.
3 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So it's San Antonio now. They trail by 3. Embiid with the steal. 3-on-3. Pass to Gordon. Back to Maxey. Good. Maxey's got the lead up to 5 now for the 76ers. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
In the corner, George with it. To the left side wing. Embiid wide open. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Wembanyama. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the 76ers. They lead by 1. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Philadelphia making a change here. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
The kick out to Barnes. To the right side. 6 on the shot clock. Oubre with the steal. They're running. Finished off the break. And now a 6-point Philadelphia lead.
And that couldn't have gone better for them right there. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish this thing off in style. Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Here's Embiid. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
And how about the poise from Embiid? Gets fouled, but stays with the shot and able to get that one in the air.
And Embiid drops them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
It's Vassell on the wing. Off target from outside.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Spurs trail by 6. Pass to Castle. Vassell outside. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Vassell's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Maxey with it. And now by Barnes. Now Embiid. Back to Drummond. Here's Embiid. Started by Fox. And he gets the bucket.
And in the big moment, Embiid is your guy. He's always ready to go on the attack.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Pass to Wembanyama.
Way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Second personal foul.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Inside. In the corner, George with it. And here's Maxey. There's Embiid. Nice move. The shot that time, not on target. Good defense by Wembanyama.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
To the paint. Vassell right side. Pass to Wembanyama. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Nails the triple.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. And it's the Suns to start out. Here's Booker. Drives to the hoop. Misses from close range. Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him? Or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, B.A., there's a reason why I'm over here in a suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can. But inside, Giannis is going to get there and he's going to devastate you. The slam from KD, just getting to the rim for an easy one.
Now Lillard. 6 to shoot. Inside. Antetokounmpo. Phoenix grabs the miss. Right side Durant. Pass to Richards. Booker surveying the D. Back to Richards. Out to Beal. Outside Durant. The Suns need to get off a shot. And Booker puts up a deep three. Giannis with the rebound. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. And a missed layup. And it's Phoenix's ball. Pass to Beal. Right side Bull. Left side Booker. With the drive. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
And how about Booker just zipping around the defense and still able to make that J?
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer. A main focus on their defense, Damian Lillard, the dynamic point guard. Coach telling me what sticks out to me about Lillard is his heart. He plays way bigger than his size. He raises the level of everyone around him. A true leader. Lillard, one of the most respected players in the league, Brian.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Deadly. From every spot on the court, Durant is both prolific and relentless.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Milwaukee shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And you know, Damian Lillard, a lot of his points come from the line, Brent.
Well, he does a great job of getting himself there. I think defenders are so in tune with Lillard's ability to drill you from the three-point line. He gets around the initial guy and then into the teeth of the defense where he's very strong at attacking the rim. You know, it's always interesting. Free throw shooting, consistency at a high level. It's an attribute that Devin Booker shows off every season.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Down low. Here's Bull. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Kuzma for three. Bull grabs the board.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
Not much a defender can do against Giannis there.
Now here's Booker. For three, Durant. And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Antetokounmpo outside. Lillard outside. Pass to Kuzma. And stolen by Durant. Here's Booker. Giannis with the rebound.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Releases. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 8.
Now, Giannis has great confidence, and he's playing with it here.
Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Antetokounmpo, right side. No good from the wing.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Richards' shot is off. It's all tied in Phoenix. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment.
The Bucks, 10.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
Durant, no good. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks.
What an amazing finish there by Taurean Prince.
The Suns trailing. Now here's Booker. Pass to Richards. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Well, you hear team execs say all the time, you're either selling wins or you're selling hope. How true is that, Brent?
Well, if you're an executive BA, just be right about whatever it is that you're selling. And you got to be realistic. I mean, fans are smart. They understand where your team is. Are you a playoff competitor? Are you young and growing? So that's hope. If you're going deep into the playoff run, you want the wins.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. It's Booker on the wing. Pass to Bol. Phoenix no good that time either.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 5. 5 to shoot. Here's Prince. Excellent D there from O'Neal.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Beal's shot is off.
Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
Now here's Lillard. Up top, Portis. Nice D from Durant.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And Bobby Portis good for 3. Portis has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And over the last half-decade, Brent, Bobby Portis has been the best six-man big you can find.
Yeah, pretty remarkable, B.A. He comes in, he gives you some great scoring in some stretches, plays some solid defense. He's got a lot of fire to his game. So this is the exact kind of guy that your team needs in the second unit.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Here in quarter two, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Lillard right side. Done with a steal. And now the Suns fast break. Moving it up. Ooh, the defense just making it easy for Durant.
Oh, that's great basketball. Denying them on one end while grabbing points on the other.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers, experienced with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
Burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. Here's Portis for three. Pass to Durant. From deep. Prince grabs the miss. Here's Milwaukee. Here's Lillard. O'Neal pulls it in. And here's Durant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Portis' screen. Goes back up. Out to Lillard. Back to Portis. Fires from deep. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
The Bucks trail. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Three-pointer. Beal hits the trifecta. Beal's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, Beal loves getting a little wiggle room and then great rhythm on that 3.
Back to Lillard. Portis the screen to get back on track. And then Portis with the dunk.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. The Bucks trail by 3. Antetokounmpo surveys. Takes the 3. Plumlee pulls down the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Giannis striding in. Well, Brent, although he hasn't won an MVP since 2020, Giannis has been a finalist every season.
Well, B.A., I just wonder if the voter fatigue is something that Giannis is tired of. Forget the voters. Maybe he just wants to focus on getting back to that level. Obviously, in the past couple seasons, you could say that he might have deserved one more, but this is one of the best two-way players in the league, and he's not going anywhere.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
And you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
The Bucks trail by 4. The drive by Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
The assist.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Pass to Richards. Here's Bol. Off the mark there with a 3. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. For the tie. Tries again. Outside for Porter. Antetokounmpo inside.
Yeah, nice fake by Giannis. And as a defender, you just shake your head.
He shot 2 free throws in the game. He's made 1 and missed 1. And that one falls for Antetokounmpo. Second free throw, no good. The Suns leading. Jones up top. No points yet. Rejected by Lopez. Pass to Jones. Back to Allen. Another shot. Rebounded by Trent. Antetokounmpo inside. Finished by Giannis.
And you could see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
And yep, it's good. Richards has gotten 4 this quarter.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
And Antetokounmpo over to help. It's stolen by Trent. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. And a foul call. Looks like he had a clear path to the basket. They'll get 1 free throw, and they'll keep possession here.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Well, Brent, he doesn't give you much inside the arc, but Trent Jr. is a sniper from deep.
Yeah, and Gary Trent Jr. knows exactly why he's on the floor, and that's to shoot the basketball. So continue to move, find open areas, wait for the ball, and then let it rip.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Antetokounmpo outside, driving in, and here's Lopez from the arc. Bol grabs the board. Here's Phoenix to the inside. Richards, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
Good soft hands there from Lopez, efficient in the catch-and-shoot motion.
The kick to Durant. Launches it, and the three-pointer is good for Durant.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him, they appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
And it's Bol with the foul. That's his third foul of the game. A minute 53 left in the third quarter. Antetokounmpo, right side. Nice move. Oh, Giannis, a rim rocker.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. And Durant with the big finish.
What an unreal scorer Kevin Durant is.
Pass to Lopez. Here's Green. And here is Antetokounmpo. Bull covering. Outside for Green. Clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Seen that play develop ahead of time. Hits his man in stride.
Pulls it from the top of the key. Rebounded by Lopez. The Bucks trail. Antetokounmpo with it. Guarded now by Bull. Back to Lopez. Outside for Green. Shoots over Booker. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rejected by Bull. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside for Booker. There's a screen by Bull. Outside Durant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
It's on Kevin Porter.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And both free throws good for Durant.
Well, a big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. He shot 3 of 6 from the foul line. And the free throw, no good. For 3, Allen. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. 3 quarters of play, and a close one here.
36. The Bucks. 35.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer was going over with his team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Open up the floodgates and let Giannis run through. What a joy to watch him in transition.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish. Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Phoenix?
Just a great job running the floor in transition. Now, he realized they were tiring out the defense early, and they took full advantage.
The Suns leading. Booker. Three-pointer. Beal. Rebounded by Lopez. Milwaukee with the ball. Antetokounmpo, right side. Lillard outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Antetokounmpo, bam!
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
I'll take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
To the right side. Pass to Lillard. Screen by Antetokounmpo. And he lobs it up. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
On that pick and roll, you have to always play Lillard to shoot, but he's smart enough to see those gaps, dumps it off to the man in the best position to score there.
Here's Booker. Driving inside. Outside Bull. Pass to Durant. Back to Bull. Portis with the steal. And here's Lillard. Launches a three. Bull grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point.
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns U10 team.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Antetokounmpo outside. And it's Phoenix for the rebound. Beal left side. Here's Booker. Ooh, against inside resistance. Booker still good.
That's why Devin Booker has the ball for moments just like that.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Out to Portis. Antetokounmpo outside. Unable to get that one. Solid defense from Bull. The kick to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Happy to put the team on his back, especially in the biggest of moments. Durant nails a huge shot.
Antetokounmpo with it. Now guarded by Booker. Here's Lillard. Ooh, great work by Lillard in the paint.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Down low. Here's Bull. Outside for Booker. Outside Durant. Pass to Richards. Clock at 4. It's Booker on the wing. Stolen by Jackson. Here we go. All alone. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Nice find by Lillard. He deserves some recognition for that kind of passing.
Inside. Richards. Back to Booker. Now Beal. Defended by Lillard. And it's Beal penetrating. Can't get it to fall.
After clawing their way back in, that was a chance to even things up.
I'm not sure, but that could be a game-changing miss. He wanted that bad.
Oh, Beal picks his pocket. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the shot falls short that time. Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn. Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Lillard outside. And so they foul intentionally.
That's just poor clock management defensively.
So the first one drops. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
Durant for three. No good on the shot. So it's a narrow victory for the Bucks, pulling it out for the W. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A., the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
Well, folks, that's... Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Tip-off goes to the Thunder. Outside, Williams. And both backcourts in this one stand cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions. But tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Outside White. Launches it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Tries it from 16. Porzingis grabs the board.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
And here's Caruso outside. Left side, Holiday. Outside, Brown. And the Celtics, another three.
Well, this is what Brown was looking for. He just needed the ball, and then instantly his shot was up.
A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
Yeah, you know, sometimes all it takes is that first bucket to get a team into a groove.
Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
White on the wing. Kick out to Brown. Tatum way outside. Caruso grabs the board. Thunder trail by 4. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. Oklahoma City, the rebound. Dort, right side. And here's Caruso outside. Knocks down the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades. I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Now here's Holiday. No points yet. They get it back. Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
I love whenever Porzingis hits the offensive boards. He has the height needed to hurt defenses in this regard.
Dort outside. Back to Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Holiday. Now the Celtics on the move. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 5-point game. Caruso outside. 6 to shoot. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss. Celtics lead by 5. Here's White. A rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Here's Porzingis. White on the wing. There's Tatum with the 3. Doesn't go that time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Boston out in front, leading by 5. Don't go away.
The Celtics, 12.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Graham.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Boston leading by 3. Holiday with the ball. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside Tatum. Outside Porzingis. They get it again. White for 3. The shot misses. And the Thunder in possession here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Tatum, shot is good. And the rate of player ejections going up in recent seasons, Stan.
Well, Brian, players these days certainly have a voice in a lot of things. And when it comes to critiquing officials, they're not shy. We see complaints on virtually every call in games now, and the referees seem to have had enough of it.
Poor rim. Tatum plays with such an edge.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso outside. Pass to Williams. Boston pulls it in.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. Now here's Porzingis. And here's Brown for 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder trail by 7. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
And stolen by Holiday. And here we go, the Celtics on the run. Tatum can't hit. Here's Oklahoma City now. Caruso up top. Right side, Williams. Williams with the screen. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. And it's Jason Tatum with the rebound.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Launches it from deep. No go there. He's 3 for 9 in this one.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. A minute 35 left in the second quarter. Caruso outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. A big triple. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Coach likes that look. And Gilgeous-Alexander from the corner.
On the wing, Tatum. Dort with a steal. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. It's both from the stripe.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Now Holiday. He's scoreless. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
1 minute left in the second period. Outside, Brown. Porzingis up top. No one near him. Offensive rebound, Celtics. Outside Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. To the inside. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
Now, we know he can hit threes, but Kristaps showing he can slam it too.
White with the steal. Holiday with the ball. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Outside Holiday. Back to White. Lets the three fly. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. It's Dort on the wing. Outside, Williams. To the middle. Holmgren with a big reach.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Boston out in front. They're up by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Pritchard, and he drives in. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. Williams on the wing. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren.
Number 7.
Oklahoma City trailing. It's stolen by Tatum. Horford outside. Now here's Holiday. Good work defensively by Dort. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Caruso. Three-pointer. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's a 4-point Thunder lead.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stat. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
Yeah, in the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Four on the clock. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Williams misses. And Stanley went undrafted back in 2021. But Wisconsin native Sam Hauser has worked his way into a rotation role.
Well, Brian, everyone's looking for shooters, and he is a knockdown shooter. And at 6'7", boasts good size and plays both ends of the court.
Pass to Tatum. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And here's Caruso outside. Horford pulls it in.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Yeah, the way Tatum shares the ball really completes his package.
Williams with the screen. Caruso left side. Williams with it. Now guarded by Brown. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Boston trailing. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
The kick out to Williams. Three-pointer. Second shot opportunity. Caruso outside. 6 on the shot clock. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Oklahoma City shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Williams, 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Williams. And Williams drops them both. A tight game here in Oklahoma City. Pass to Porzingis. Holiday from long range. The rebound by Wiggins. Here's Oklahoma City now. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Boston making a switch here. Celtics trail by 3. Out to the right wing. Here's Hauser. That three's off the mark. Left side Joe. It's Wiggins on the wing. No good. Oh, great D that time from Craig. Here's Pritchard. Horford with it. Guarded now by Williams. Here's Pritchard. Nails it from 3. Pritchard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Wallace, right side. Here's Williams.
Great job setting him up. The timing of the pass was key.
And Pritchard, here we go. No good with a layup.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Thunder out in front. They lead by a bucket. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Thunder with a lead. Williams in the post. Wiggins for 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Brown scanning the floor. Porzingis up top. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul. Boston making a switch here.
First team's off. Celtic substitution. Number 0.
Outside Holiday. Driving in. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Pass to Williams. To the paint. Here's Williams. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Dagnall had some words for his team over the last break. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Gort for three. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Pass to White. Porzingis up top. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Standing at 7'3". We have never seen a player quite like Kristaps Porzingis. A fantastic shooter, a solid ball handler. What a talent.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
From 17, no good off the back of the rim. And it's Holiday with the ball for the Celtics. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. A nice shot by Tatum.
Yeah, knowing his position on the floor and expecting the ball, Tatum knew his job and executed.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shai in the league.
Back to Holiday. Outside Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Inside. Rejected by Holmgren. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins outside. It's tipped. Down low. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Here's Brown. Here's Porzingis. Operating inside. Porzingis.
Oh, my. Huge play from Porzingis. A testament to the competitiveness that he plays with.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. Here's Holmgren. And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. There's a minute 59 left in the fourth quarter. Tries again. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
Right side Tatum. Over Wiggins. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Pass to Caruso. Plenty of space. Off the left rim and out. So it's Boston now. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Now Tatum. A minute 20 left in the game. Brown. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Caruso left side. The kick out to Wiggins. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the three. Nice D from Tatum. And here we go, the Celtics on the run. Caruso with it. Now guarded by Brown. Here's Dort. Fires the three. Oh, nails the triple.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Pass to Tatum. And here's White. Back to Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. The kick to Tatum. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Jason Tatum. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
And looking to even the score with a huge three.
Absolutely need a three here.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA takes it himself. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last-minute shot is offline. Time. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here's Pritchard. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach, but when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy.
All it takes is a sliver of daylight, and Gilgeous-Alexander will exploit it.
And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul of the game. Boston with the ball. Takes it inside. Porzingis for three. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Here's Pritchard. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Here's Tatum. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
An ascending superstar, Tatum has really honed in on what he does best on the offensive end.
The Celtics making a switch here. That one's no good.
Well, not a perfect trip to the line, but he gets the one he needed to put them in the driver's seat. Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for Boston. They lead by 1. Outside Tatum. They kick it out to Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
You're calling Tatum a capable scorer would be an understatement. He is an elite offensive talent.
Here's Holmgren. And it comes off the front of the rim. Celtics lead by 3. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Here's Oklahoma City now. Williams from long range. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Pass to Porzingis. Tatum. 6 to shoot. Play clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, elevating his playmaking skills over time. Tatum is a winner who enjoys setting up his teammates.
Dort for 3. Cash. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Tenacious stuff from Dort. I mean, he knows the situation and is dead set on getting them a bucket.
The ball's knocked loose. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for 2. Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Outside for Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Dort. Holmgren with it. The 3. Tatum pulls it in. Brown inside. And the jam by Brown.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
So we see Boston get the win here. Things looked a little uneven for...
Power forward, standing 6'11", number 35, Kevin Durant.
With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Irving with it. On the wing, Thompson. And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Making a change here.
Number 26, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stats.
B.A., this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
Irving. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Pass to Huff. Stolen by Dinwiddie. First quarter of play, a minute in. Washington outside. Dinwiddie outside. The three from Thompson doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Huff. Back to Morant. Here's Huff. Puts up a three. Good. And the setup by Morant.
3 points.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Let's send it to Allie LaForce, who caught up with head coach Jason Kidd. Allie?
They were concerned with Jaren Jackson Jr. on both ends of the floor. Coach saying defensively, Triple J covers so much space, a blocking machine. And on the other side of the ball, Jaren has serious skill for a man of his size. He's a tough game plan for us. Jaren Jackson Jr., a two-way menace. Brian?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Dinwiddie outside to the middle. Here's Davis.
And how about the defense from Jackson Jr.? Doing just about whatever he can to make shooters uncomfortable.
Morant with it. And Dinwiddie picks him up defensively. On the wing, Bane. Outside Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Pippen. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Here's Dinwiddie. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. Grizzlies lead by 5. Left side, Morant. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And you have to admire the size and strength of Jackson Jr. Just fantastic work establishing himself inside and slamming it down.
Washington right side. Pass to Thompson. Back to Davis. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Just in the nick of time. What an assertive play by Davis against the clock.
.127 left in the opening quarter. Here's Morant. Excellent D there from Davis.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in the defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Timeout called. Memphis. So it's Morant who brings up the ball for Memphis. There's the drive. Pass to Huff. Jackson outside. Off target from outside. Mavericks trail by 3. Washington outside. Three-pointer. And it's Bane with the rebound. The floater. Jackson can't get it to go. And Dallas with possession. Washington outside. Thompson outside. Davis a screen. The open shot by Thompson. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
Here's Bane. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And that one's good. Irving.
An effective guard in the NBA has got to have the floater at his disposal. Go to work, Kyrie Irving. We see you, sir.
Bane. No good from the wing. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies out in front. Up 3. And back in a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Shot's good by Thompson.
Now this is his comfort zone. Klay Thompson beyond the arc. Such an easy look right there.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024, Grant.
You know, really, by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
The neat thing about Kyrie Irving is you get style and substance. This guy's such a fluid player, makes the game look effortless.
The Mavericks leading. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks.
Oh, the vertical of Morant is simply incredible. I mean, he's fantastic at using it to his advantage on the inside. Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Irving's got 9. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Mavericks?
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Here's Morant. There's Jackson with the 3. Drills it from deep. 5 points in the game.
And you know, his team wants Jackson Jr. to keep taking these threes, knowing it'll help open up this offense even more. Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
And that one's good. Irving's got 9 points in the quarter. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Here's Pippen. No points yet. Jackson outside. No good on the 3.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Irving. The rebound by Jackson. Grizzlies trail by 5. On the wing, Bane. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for Dallas. Thompson fires from way outside. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Pass to Jackson. And the rebound goes to Dallas. To the paint. Outside Davis. And Morant clears the board.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Morant on his way. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Pass to Washington. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
All right, Doris, Kyrie Irving is a special talent. What's his greatest asset, you think, on the floor?
Oh, B.A., this is a tough question. If you ask NBA players, they'll tell you the guy with the best handle historically is Kyrie Irving. But to me, his best attribute, fearlessness, the ability to deliver when it most matters.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode.
Memphis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Second team foul. James Butler. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Memphis making a switch here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Hardy. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. The floater, and he takes it up and lays it in.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Here's Kennard with the drive, and the shot goes in.
How about that? Luke Kennard looking very comfortable on the interior. That's a tremendous finish.
Right wing. Dinwiddie outside. Kyrie Irving has been on display for the Mavericks. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Pick by Aldama. Down low for the tie. And the layup is up and in. And that ties it up.
Luke Kennard showing off his playmaking skills. That's about vision and IQ.
Screen by Lively. Driving in. Over Edey. The shot misses. Aldama outside. Pass to Konchar for the lead. And he can't get that one. Here's Dallas now. Inside. Here's Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Here's Kennard. Here's Edey. They get the rebound. Got a piece of it. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel. We have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win now mode, Allie. Thank you. And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Now into the lineup for your Mavericks. Number 21, Daniel Jackson.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Here's Dinwiddie. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Memphis trailing here. Kennard outside for the lead. Lively grabs a miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Up top, Kennard. On the take. Good work there as it goes. Kennard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Pass to Lively. And the Grizzlies making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Hardy. 5 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
And so it's Memphis with it. Pass to Kennard for the lead. He gets hauled in by Exum. The Mavericks leading. The pull-up to the right side. Here's Hardy. To the inside. Lively with the bucket.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Down low. Jackson right side. Edey. Lively grabs a miss. The Mavericks lead by 4. Inside. Gafford with the bucket.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
There's a screen. To the middle. Kennard outside. For 3. Fires in the triple. Kennard's got 9 points.
Man, Luke Kennard showing the handle in the pick and roll game. It's going to be so difficult to cover him with that aspect.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Dallas shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game.
Hardy, 2 shots.
That one misses. Dinwiddie, right side. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Dinwiddie's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie can make an impact in the painted area. He's got size at the position.
Drains the triple.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Dallas shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Morant with it. Now Thompson defending. Back to Morant. From deep, Bane. Gafford with the block. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Out to Thompson. Gafford the screen. With 1 on the clock. And the dunk by Gafford.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it...
The Grizzlies, 35.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. Pass to Irving. Now here's Davis. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Now here's Bane. Huff. Off with the layup. And here is Irving. Now Thompson. Pass to Davis. Outside for Irving. 6 to shoot. Up and in on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
The buckets, the game is just flowing for Kyrie Irving. Looks easy for him right now.
We played just over a minute here in the 4th. And that one's good. Morant.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And here's Thompson for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Morant with it. Christie with a rebound. Good chance here for Irving. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
How quickly Kyrie squares up so quickly after a dribble, even on pull-ups. That is difficult to guard.
Stolen by Davis. To the paint. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
To the middle. Here's Davis. Here's Irving. Plenty of room to knock down that one. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
That is Kyrie Irving in a nutshell. You want to give him the mid-range, he'll take it. The consummate 3-level scorer.
And again, it's Memphis missing.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Pass to Christie. Right side, Irving. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got 19 points.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Out of bounds. Mavericks ball.
Here's Christie. Off the inbound pass. The rebound by Jackson. On the wing, Bane. Launches a three. Washington grabs the miss. Dallas leading by 13. Here he goes. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That passing ability complements Irving scoring so well.
Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Stolen by Davis.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Mavericks.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kyrie Irving.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Back to Washington. Here's Irving. 5 on the clock. No go for him there. 9 for 15 now. Pass to Bane. Down low. And here's Jackson. Looking to get it going. Driving inside.
Assist goes to
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Irving. The three from Thompson. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
From the inbound. Huff pulls it in. Outside Morant. And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines. Outside Bogdanovich. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Here's Jones. Denver grabs the miss. About a minute played so far here in the first. A nice shot by Brown.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Kicks it out to Leonard. And it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. From the arc. Kept alive. Zubac. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Well, second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Here's Jokic. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And this is how Jokic gets you. He scores in a variety of ways. Just an incredible player.
To the middle. Here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Kicks it out to Harden. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. And a missed layup. Here is Watson. Over Jones. Porter. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be.
Pass to Jokic. Clock at 6. Here's the floater. And the layup is up and in. Jokic just got 6.
And if Jokic has the position...
To Bogdanovich. And Harden wide open. He shoots.
Or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a coach.
And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Clippers trail. He hits. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Murray outside. Pass to Second shot opportunity. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, my potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by. Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. And Jones pulls it down.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Crafty off the dribble. And the moment Harden gets an angle on you with his strength, it's over.
Here's Murray. James Harden picking up that last basket. Jokic with it. He's got 9. Pass to Watson. The Nuggets with another miss. And here's Harden for 3. It's hauled in by Jokic. Here's Brown. Here's Jokic. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And the second.
The Nuggets, 11.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Right, and now you want to see them sustain this relentlessness for the entire game because it's clearly paying off.
And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
And look at how well Jokic uses that size defensively there with a great contest on the shot.
Now, here's Watson. Nothing on the board. Harden with it. Now guarded by Porter. Harden's shot is good.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Here's Jokic. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Leonard. Clippers with the ball. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Here's Denver now. It's Jokic inside.
And that's how you execute offensively. Murray with a great job of getting it to his teammate.
Leonard on the wing. Back to Harden. By Harden.
Oh, get up, James. Talk about a guy who scores from all 3 levels.
Here's Murray. Drives to the hoop. Out to the right wing. A 3. The Clippers grab the miss.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
And, you know, few guys play their role better than Bogdanovic. And by that, I mean, he's often exceeding expectations and giving his squad more than they asked for.
Denver making a switch here. Well, Stan, as a former coach, I imagine it has to be hard for you to watch basketball as a fan.
Well, it is. It's very hard, almost impossible. I'm almost always watching from a coach's standpoint, an X and O standpoint. But I will say, even when I was standing on the sidelines, NBA players are so good that you have fan moments even while you're coaching.
It seems like every game we see something we've never seen before, right?
I can remember turning around to my assistants and saying, can you believe that?
Leonard with no one around. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And a wide open look for Porter. The Nuggets with another miss. The Clippers in the lead. Harden inside the three-point line. And yes, it's good. Harden's got 12.
And when Harden's this close, he looks to score. Love his mentality.
Here, that is a great finish! Oh, my.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Now, here's Porter. Harden missing his last shot. And finished off by Westbrook.
And there's the ferociousness. Got to enjoy Westbrook taking flight and slamming it down there with authority.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Powell. Back to Simmons. Nice D from Porter.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
And really, Coach Van Gundy, the acquisition of Aaron Gordon for the Nuggets was one of the things that elevated them to the championship caliber team that we saw.
Yeah, Kevin, he was sort of the missing piece. He's a great fit in the front court alongside of Jokic. His athleticism, his defense, his ability to score inside have really made them a great tandem.
And what about his ability, Stan, to fit in right off the bat and make a difference?
You know, just about anybody can fit in playing with Jokic, Kevin. He makes the game easy.
Well said.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Watson for three. Mills with the steal. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. Powell, that's good. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead change, it's 6 already.
The Nuggets shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. The first one falls. When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Shot from 12, and too long on the shot. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nuggets lead by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Murray left side. On the wing, Gordon. Outside for Murray. Bangs home the trifecta. Murray's got the lead up to 6 now for Denver.
Really, Murray can hit from anywhere on the arc. The corner three is just another trick he has up his sleeve.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Here's Simmons. Scoreless thus far. To the wing right side. Yes! And the foul. They get Russell Westbrook.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
And the free throw, no good. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number one, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story. Now, here's Westbrook following the miss by Jokic. And that one's good by Porter.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
We know very few players in the league, Stan, can put up points with the ease that Michael Porter Jr. can do.
One of the prettiest shots in the league, Kevin. He's got great size. He's got that high release, and he gets it off quick. When he's shooting it well, he can take over a game.
And he rebounds well, too. He does other things in addition to scoring.
Well, that's where he's really improved, doing those other things.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle.
Oh, the Joker taking over. He's had his way offensively, making it look easy.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Now here's Murray. He has 5. Pass to Jokic. And here's Porter. Now Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. Left side, Gordon. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
A ferocity inside by Leonard.
Such a strong wing. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
Here's Murray. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
Oh, great footwork there from Kawhi on that floater.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for Denver. Here's Jokic in for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Substitution on the court.
The Clippers trail. Simmons on the wing. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Murray outside. .43 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Saric. Misses the three. And so here are the Clippers. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Bogdanovich has got 8 points.
Oh, he is so good from deep. Bogdan is even better shooting out of the corner.
Here's Saric. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Harden. Lays it up off the glass. Harden's got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
To the inside. Over to the wing. Here's Brown. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3.
The Nuggets, 36.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Clippers leading by 3. Harden left side. Inside. Here's Eubanks. Batum wide open. He fires. And the 3 off target.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Picked off in midair. Harden with it. Now guarded by Porter. Yes, that goes in. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Clippers?
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Got a hand on it. One-on-one here. Powell. That's good. Now it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
And just a smooth player who reads the floor incredibly well.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my gosh.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. Now here's Powell. Batum, the screen. Just 5 to shoot. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. It's Harden with the drive. And good that time. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drive.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 7. Pass to Harden. And stolen by Murray. Knocked loose. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Jokic inside. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. Clippers with the ball. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Harden. From outside the arc. And Jokic with the rebound. It's stolen by Jones. Harden inside the three-point line. Pass to Dunn. From past the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Dunn's got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, great find there from Harden. He's just so good at finding his teammates in rhythm.
Now, here's Watson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Harden scanning the floor. Latrey. Dunn misses. The Nuggets trailed by 7. Poked away. Stolen by Harden. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up.
And Leonard is such a tough cover. He's so good at baiting the D into foul.
Third team foul. First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And Watson has it in the corner. Another 3 for Denver.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Screen by Leonard. Harden. Denver grabs the miss. Here's Brown. To the paint. Here's Jokic. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now just a 4-point Clipper lead.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared.